What is better, Nikon Z7 or the Sony A7R3? This is a difficult choice. For me, it's easier, because if I have to buy a Sony, I will buy the A7 and not the A7R3, who is not so good, low light, autofocus, and so on. But today I will compare two different cameras, the Nikon Z7 and the Lumix 9. Why? Because the Lumix 9 give you a lot more, the G9 give you a lot more than the Sony Z7, but with advantages and inconvenience, of course, like all cameras. For me, if I have to do the best camera, I will take a Nikon sensor. I will put the Sony autofocus inside and all the features of the Lumix G9, and you will get the best camera ever. I will tell you why I ordered the Nikon Z7, because of course it's a full frame, then low light capacity. Also, you can go to 64 ISO, and the Lumix is only 100 ISO. The bokeh, a lot of people prefer bokeh on full frame. I don't really agree with that, and if you want to have the same one on Micro Four Thirds, it's very easy. You take a lens with fast lens and focal 80, 90, 150, and you have a huge bokeh and very small depths of field. What I like, because I'm not a very good photographer, then sometimes when I use fast lens on my D850, what I get is a nose very sharp and here blurry. It's very difficult for me to have always perfect focus. Then I miss, and I'm scared with the new one because it doesn't have the eye focus. Sony has a very good eye focus, and since the firmware for the G9 is very good too. What I will buy in the same time than the body Nikon is the f4.5 2470, because it's the only one I can have today, and I will probably change it with the same 2470 f2.8 next year. On the adapter, with the adapter, I can use all the other lenses from Nikon, the F series lenses, but they are not native lenses, and we will not have a lot of native lenses. Why? Because Sigma and Tamron cannot do lenses for Z mount. Nikon doesn't accept that. Okay, but what is missing on the Nikon today? The most important things, I'm scared about the autofocus in low light, because I read very professional people saying that it's not so good. I hope before I will have it, they will upgrade the firmware with a better autofocus. What is missing is the two cards. The G9 has two slots with fast card. The Sony has two cards, but not the fast one, only one fast. This one has two fast cards. You have also on this one the pixel shift 80 million pixel. You don't have nothing like this on the Nikon. You have the post focus. You have the focus starting. You have the flipping screen. You have the video 4K 60 frames by second, only 30. You have the 1080p 180 frames by second, only 120. You have the full HDMI. You have the full USB 3. You can charge and use instead the battery. You have the famous menu. For me, it's far the best of all this menu. And if you want to speak again about bokeh or depth of field, you can use a Metabone speed booster with the old native lens from Nikon on it. And like this, you have 0.9 f0.9 fast aperture. Then with 0.9, I don't think I will, if I don't use focus peaking, I will never have focused pictures. Okay, what they have in common, the new Nikon Z7 and my lovely G9 Lumix. They have the top screen. I forgot to tell you that the Nikon has a 3.2 screen and this one has only a 3-inch. The Nikon is also a better resolution screen. The stabilization, they have good one on both. This one is 1.5 stop more. You have the focus peaking, you have the time lapse, and you have the same type of EVF. Okay, I think I said what I think. Of course, G9 for me today is the best camera for 90% of the picture I do. 10% is not very good if I want to use my G9 in low light, because I can go more than 3200 ISO, and I hope with the new Nikon I can go to 25800 ISO. 25600 ISO, sorry. Okay, if you please subscribe and help me if you have some ideas, or if I did some mistakes, help me. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye.